Hey everyone, my name is Francisco Miudo, and I'm here to tell you 10 things I've learned during my Erasmus experience. So, for those of you that didn't know, I've done an Erasmus experience in Brussels from this first semester of the year, and I believe the first thing I've learned was French. So, I had 3 years of French when I was in the between 7th grade to the 9th grade of school, but since I was not speaking French for like 9 years of my life, I mostly forgot everything. I only know how to say bonjour, comme ça va. So I really didn't know how to establish a simple conversation in French. So I decided to enroll myself in an A2 level French class. It was quite difficult at first, but then I will start to remember stuff I've learned. So I think I quite catch well, and it was really fun. And now I study French in my free time. The second thing was how to cook. I sucked at cooking in the beginning. I don't know. I knew how to do the basic stuff, but I didn't know how to put the food to taste good. I didn't know how to make tasty food. My food was sucked ass so much. So I think I've learned how to cook a lot, and I think my housemates sometimes once, especially one of them, really cooked really well. So it was like MasterChef level cooking, and I've learned a lot. Speaking of housemates, the third thing I've learned was to live with another people, especially housemates. And from the fourth one, and I will include this for multicultural differences. When I was living in Lisbon, I really lived with in a dormitory, and it was like with other Portuguese people from different parts of Portugal, but we didn't feel like cultural differences that much, even though I'm from the islands of Portugal. But when I went to Belgium and I lived with people from South Korea, Taiwan, Mexico, Italy, Finland, they're like a lot of differences, and people had different styles. It was like really amazing. And even in my school, because Erasmus group was so heterogeneous, like we have people from all over the world, it was so nice and interesting to get to know every culture and everyone there. So I think everyone in my Erasmus group, especially some people, really have uh, marked me with especially the way they are. So it was really a good Erasmus group. The fifth one I've learned was how to um, l- f- deal with bureaucracy of another country. So I was used to Portuguese bureaucracy, but now Belgian bureaucracy is different. It has some differences and have some perks, and like how to do some stuff, because when you are away from our country, we have to literally put ourselves in out of our comfort zone to do this kind of stuff that we are not used to it. And yeah, and the sixth thing was how to pack, because when to go there was easy, like to pack, but when to come back to Azores was so difficult. I had literally to clean my own room and to pack, and I had a lot of stuff that we buy when we are in Erasmus, and to pack everything. And sometimes I had to leave stuff behind. It was so difficult. It was a task that, and I did this the day before my flight, so I was like completely stressed out the day before. So the seventh thing I've learned, I would say that was how to cheap travel. I've learned how to save money on things that we don't need, and how to select and choose the best prices for hostels, for flights, for trains, for everything. It was like I was a cheap stick at the point. I would take a 15-hour bus than a flight to go, because it was like 4 times cheaper. I didn't care. I just want to save the most money I could find. I literally, I want to save money. So I think I was the seventh. So the eighth thing was I discovered a lot of places. I have visited more than 10 countries. I have my favorites. I can do another video explaining which country literally caught my eye, and I was completely flabbergasted by the view. But I learned a lot of different countries, and it was like amazing. It was like, for example, when you see a country on a video, it's so different than seeing your by your own eyes there itself. It's like completely the emotions, because on a video we say, oh, it's pretty, but when we saw but with our own eyes, emotions are completely different. Okay, I think it's eight right now. The ninth I've learned was basically the difference and the different style of study. For example, I could do another video explaining my application, how to do Erasmus application, but in this video, I will just explain why everyone should do an Erasmus and things I've learned doing Erasmus. So the ninth thing I have learned was how to, for example, different styles of teaching and classes that I have never had before during my bachelor and master years. And I had classes, for example, of 3 4 hours long. Was complete. I was not used to it. I was used to 2 hour maximum classes, and sometimes the classes were only an hour and 40 minutes in Lisbon. And I was used to a different style and to do other work, so it was really interesting. And the tenth, I would choose. I've learned a lot about how to have more free time. For example, I had a life that I didn't have free time for doing a lot of stuff. I was always busy. I was always doing stuff, and this I have free time to walk, going to a park. Where in my life, for example, in Lisbon or in the church, I didn't have. And now I've prioritize my free time and how to enjoy stuff that sometimes we are too busy focusing on stuff on associations. That was my case, and still I'm a part of associations, but not as much as I used to, because right now I'm in another phase of my life. And yes, there was like a time for me to have free time to do stuff, watch movies, even to watch movies. Like I think watching a movie with my the colleagues of my house that now are my friends, some of them really best friends, was completely stuff that I didn't have time to do. And it's like, wow, it was amazing to understand to enjoy this free time that I didn't have for quite a long time. So yeah, this is like the 10 things I've learned during my Erasmus in Belgium. And thank you so much for watching.